I'm gonna make this kind of a two-parter into one. Got everything all done. Got all the shields back on. I'm gonna move the back away from it here. Got everything back together the way it was. I've been running it here for over a week now, 2 weeks. And I still don't see the oil line leaking. I guess I got that lined up right. I got a piece of pipe. Got the air cleaner. It's got a little fan in there, and as the air sucks, it spins it. And like I say, it's supposed to separate out a lot of the heavier stuff. So we got that all back mounted. Yeah, you can't see now with the shields on. And so back in there, I got that fuel line fixed. And I don't know if, I can't remember, I talked about it in another video, one of the other ones or not, but I replaced the exhaust manifold gaskets. And I thought this back one was leaking. But I guess it was that fuel line, return line leaking back there, because I don't see no wetness there now. But anyway, when I took this off, the number 3 cylinder here was over half plugged with carbon. And these back 3 had maybe like an 1/8 of an inch buildup on one side of the port or whatever. I ain't sure why it did that. I mean, I kind of think I might have a bad injector or something in here, because when it's cold it's running rough, and kind of when you go to pull off it lugs a little bit hard, but once it warms up it runs good. But I think most of the problem is this tractor doesn't see much heavy work. All it does is sits on the TMR mixer and the silo bagger for the most part. And the mixer, I just even run around the yard here, I rarely go above 3/4 throttle, and it's idling more time than it's really running hard. Baggers are really not much of a job for it, so like I say, it never really gets a good workout where you can really blow some smoke and maybe keep that cleaned out. But like I said, I might have an injector fouling there. But like I say, I'd use this tractor for more. I'd rake hay with it and ted hay, but I don't have no cab or canopy, and I'm thinning on top, and I've burnt my head a few times pretty bad, so I don't wear a cap. I do have a cap, used to hang a cap on here and use it, but it's just easier to grab one of the tractors that's got a cab, even though they're twice as big as this one. I mean, I don't need a 6-ton tractor to rake hay, but this tractor, the way it sets, I think the tires are about 1/3 full of calcium. They don't have much in them for some reason. It's the way it was when I bought them. When we put these tires on, that's when I found out it's all I had in it. But don't really need much more in this tractor. But this tractor weighs around 9,000 pounds the way it sets. So but I ran it there for a couple days. I put it on the bale chopper. Figured that would give it a good workout. Really test, see how things are going to run. And I've been running it here for the last week on the mixer, just making sure everything runs before I made this final video about it. So like I said, this tractor, it smokes pretty bad when you start it, but it'll clear up. So that's another reason I think I got a bad injector. But it doesn't use no oil. And yeah, it is a little bit below full, but I changed oil in this and I didn't re-top it off. So I mean, that's about normal. Like I say, it's not using oil. I just never topped it off after I changed it. Never add antifreeze to it, so I mean, it's blowing white smoke, so I don't think it's anything from there. But I thought the other part of this video I'll do is, some people like them, is a cold start. And this tractor is cold-blooded tractor. And it's 37 right now, and I never plugged it in. So even if I do plug it in, I'm going to have to do this, the glow plugs. And just will let it heat up here for a little bit. And that's the other thing for people who don't really know that watch this. If it's got glow plugs like this, you do not use ether. You know where the sticker is on here. I think it's up front there by the air cleaner. But if you have ether, use ether and push this button, probably going to blow it up. Okay, we'll see if it fires. Up oil pressure, charging. I don't think my temperature gauge works. That hasn't moved yet since I put it back together. So the sending unit screwed up. Right, I broke a wire when I was monkeying behind the dash here, so I'm gonna have to check that back out. Lug off very hard today. Usually it's when it really grunts when it's cold. Bit here now, it's cold. Sometimes I think I might have a little air leaking somewhere, and once it warms up and works it out of the system, it runs fine. Only got 7,000 hours on it, so you never know what's going to go wrong with them. But overall, with all the work I did to it, I probably got between $800 and $900 into it, and saved me good, at least $1,000. So the guy that I normally have to do this work, he wanted over $2 grand to do it. So it makes these nice tractors nice. You can work on them a little bit. You can learn on them. So, well, thanks for watching. We'll see what else I can come up with for videos. Talk to you later.